All right, good morning and hello to the eVenture family channel. We are here outside of Portland, Maine on our road trip adventure for Labor Day here in our Rivian R1S, heading up from New Jersey to Acadia National Park. And we're about to hit the road again now.
That's right.
So we are about to head up to LL Bean in Freeport, Maine. And we had a pretty horrible night's sleep, all things considered. This hotel's right near the highway here, so you get a lot of road noise. It was quiet otherwise when you hear any of the guests and stuff, but that was just kind of annoying. And then, yeah, the charging situation here is very bizarre. So we have these Tesla chargers that have not yet been commissioned and installed. I don't really get like the setup here. The location makes sense since we're right near 95 and near the Portland airport, but specifically here at this hotel makes no sense to me, at least. Like they're taking up half of their parking with these, so these are just going to be iced all the time, and they put them right in front, so like everyone is going to park over here all the time. I don't get why they wouldn't have put them like in the back or, you know, somewhere that's a little bit more out of the way. But I mean, I'm not going to complain about more charging being around, but I don't think this one was an especially thoughtful install. I did want to look at these. So we have 3 cabinets here. What are the plates on them? There we go. So these are... Can I not find like any of the information? Oh, so these go up to 1,000 volts. So I think that means these are the newest ones. It doesn't mean that they're actually outputting 1,000 volts, but they're capable of it. And made by Tesla, of course, in Buffalo. No date on here? Or am I just missing it? Oh, February 2023, so these are not new ones. Okay, so I guess these cabinets have been here and they must be upgrading the posts. So, yeah. And it looks like they are maybe version 3 ones. I don't know. All right, well, anyway, it's enough of those. So we're gonna go head off here. Next up is gonna be LL Bean and the Rivian Adventure Charging Network location there. That is right next to a Tesla one and I think a couple of other ones. So we'll have to see. We are at 205 miles of range, 60%, and we're only driving about half an hour, so we're not going to use all that much up, but we'll at least get charging. I guess we could. Might as well wear all the tires equally. And everything is nice and cooled down from the night, but we're kind of at a perfect temperature range here. It's a beautiful day. Everybody all settled in and good?
Yes, man.
Okay, boys, you good back there? Okay, Hershey, you good down there? Super. Mommy, you good there? All right, let's do it. All right, we're here at LL Bean at the Rivian Charger in Freeport, and I love this town. It's so cool here. You have the huge LL Bean headquarters and flagship stores actually. They're 24 hours, which is fantastic also. And there's like multiple different stores for all kinds of different gear and stuff. There's like the main one with all of the normal kind of like clothing and stuff, and then they have ones for bikes and paddle boards and canoes and everything. So it's just really cool. And I love this charging setup here. This is, other than like the size maybe, this might be like one of my favorite charging setups in the world. or at least here on the East Coast. So we've got, these are like brand spanking new, basically, these Rivian ones. And shocking, we are like the only ones here. We'll get charging in a second. But then you have the Tesla ones down there that we've used when we were up here in the Tesla. Nobody charging on them now. And then a whole bunch of level 2 ones over there. And we've got a cool selection of cars there. There's a Mach-E, an Aria, and a Kona. And then, what do we have here? Another Aria here. Very popular Aria spot. Must be those lease deals. So anyway, we're gonna get charging here. And I love these Rivian Adventure Network chargers. Are we gonna reach here? There we go, just barely. Cables are a bit big on these, and I wish they were a tad longer. They're like basically designed only to work with Rivians. So this is actually gonna be somewhat a problem when they do open these up to other vehicles later this year, is what they said. Because this cable's not long enough to reach stuff in like both spots, I would say. Like if you had your charging port on the other side, or even worse in the back, there's no way it would reach. But whatever, I guess. I've never seen them even close to capacity, so I guess we don't have to worry quite as much about that as we do with the Tesla ones. Now these Tesla ones didn't come up on the Rivian map, so they must be V2 ones that are not enabled for other vehicles. And the nice thing with the Rivian one here is it's just plug-in charge, same as how Tesla works, and 36 cents a kilowatt hour, which is really affordable, and then an idle fee, so we might have to move. All right, so we're ramping up a little bit here, 52 kilowatts, I guess because we're at almost 50% still from, you know, the charge last night and then the drive here. There we go, now we're ramping up more. Must have been like a one battery module initiating first, now we got a second, looks like a third, here comes a fourth one. So we'll probably do about a little under 200. Well, it looks like actually we'll get above. Not bad. And we've got about an hour of charging. I don't know if I want it. It's not really great for us to be charging to 100% this often, but it might save us the charge later on. So I guess we're gonna kind of let it go. All right, so we'll get this going, and then I might come back and move the car after we do a little bit of shopping here. 2, 1. Cheese! So here's the rest of the charging here. This one, Aria, not charging, but still nice to see a well-used EV. Looks like they did some off-roading maybe. And then all of these level 2 ones here, which maybe we'll move to if we get up to like 80% or something. No point in us hogging a fast charger when we don't need it and paying for it, because I think these are free. Yeah, they are. Yeah, so we'll probably do that. And then we've got this Tesla, a Bolt, Kona, another Aria, and a Mach-E GT. And I just want to check, are these Tesla chargers V2s? They look like it, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this being kind of slow. Yeah, so one's for them to potentially upgrade here. You can tell by the big cables and the little silver ring around the handle on here. Yep. Still awesome to have this much charging here at the LL Bean. Alright, here's the big boot, so we know we're at LL Bean. I love this town, it's so fun. So like LL Bean here is a whole experience. There's so much stuff. So they have, this is an old mechanical clock.
That's also a clock.
You can see like how all the gears turn and everything. Super cool with the pendulum.
I don't know what that is.
And then when it strikes, it turns like that bicycle chain over there and plays the drum over there with music. So they got rid of the fish tank because they're remodeling in here, but we still have the animals, at least in this hunting part here. And here's the only moose that we'll ever see in our lives. I'm joking because we go to all these places that say they have moose and we've never seen a moose. All right, so we've been exploring LL Bean and we're at 95% now. 97%, jeez, 2 more percent of the time it took me to walk over here. So it doesn't make sense to keep charging here and blocking a spot, even though it doesn't look like it's exactly in high demand. Look at those ravens, jeez. Crows. So instead we're gonna go move over to the slower chargers where A, I'm kind of optimizing the speed, and B, not blocking somebody else from using a fast one, and C, I'm not paying. So there we go, $25, 69.5 kilowatt hours delivered, about an hour. Geez, that went fast. I like these screens on the Rivian ones. They're so much easier to read than a lot of the other ones too. But yeah, there we go. Nice charge sesh. And we might as well go move over there just while we finish our shopping here. And then we'll eventually get back on the road here. All right, this is good. And we've got some shade now too, which is good for Harshi, who's been happy in here with dog mode on. So he's at least staying cool. I think he's allowed in LL Bean, but he really would not enjoy it. So I think we're better off this way. All right. Charging here next to the bolts. ID4. I think this is such a smart setup here too, where you have this mix of fast charging and slower charging, so you can kind of use what you need to. Awesome. So we're charging already. Perfect. And we're gonna get dog mode on for dog face here. Right, doggy? Yes, she's so happy. All right. There's that here. Dog mode on. Awesome. All right. Let's go. Yeah, so I kind of realized that maybe I'm getting the wrong impression here of our charging etiquette, since we have been for sure overcharging. And, so yesterday at the Tesla one, I definitely would normally not charge to 100%, but since we were stopped and eating dinner and we were there anyway, I don't think that was a big issue, and like it was good for us to get the charge. And it's not like the station was too crazy busy. Plus we had an eye on it, so we knew that we weren't preventing somebody else from being able to charge. So, I think it is okay in that case, but I still feel a little bad about that and normally would not go all the way to 100% like that and would have moved the car. And then same thing here. It's not great for the car, and you usually don't, there's not really a good reason for us to charge that much, but when you're kind of here, you might as well be getting the energy, right? Especially with us, with the kids. This way we're not wasting time, and we're kind of maximizing the energy that we're getting. So, and again, we're not preventing anybody from it or anything. So I think, it's all right in those cases, but let me know what you think too. Should we not be doing that, and should we just be, only kind of charging to exactly what we need every time? All right, we're back here. We're fully charged, done shopping. Great trip again. And look, the Rivian chargers have filled in. And
there's someone at a Rivian charger. That's not a Rivian.
No, that's a regular spot over there. Yeah, we have a nice red one, and then gray and black, I think. Nice. Lots of Rivians. All right, support for this video comes to you from my friends at BestEvod, who have got some of the best accessories out there for the Rivian R1S, the R1T also, and a ton of other EVs also. I've been a huge fan of a lot of their stuff since we got the Rivian, and today I'm excited to share with you this nice little locking dock door that we can use to store our stuff in, and have like a different option for what we can actually use this dock for over the camp speaker. So in the R1s, we've always been able to get this camp speaker that came with them. And it's a pretty nice little option here. It's a Bluetooth speaker, it's got a light in it, but all things together, it's not like the best Bluetooth speaker, it's also not the best camp light. So it's good in a pinch, but a lot of people, don't really use this all that much because they're not camping. And even if you are, might have some like other options that are even better. And so it's a little bit of like a wasted opportunity here. And so one of the things that Rivian intended for with this space down here is that you would have lots of different accessories that could lock into there. So there's actually like a magnet that can engage and disengage in there to lock stuff. So you actually have the option now with this from BestEvod to have like a lockable storage space down here. And I like that it also has these little strings on here that you know, like a black one, and then there's this yellow one that kind of matches like the Rivian accents. So you can customize it a little bit. And then on the inside here, you've got these like divider pockets that you can take in and out. Even like the floor part of here, which is like sort of a fake rubbery leather, is removable as well for like cleaning. And so now we can easily just dock that in there. It locks in and will easily come out like that. And I can even lock it in there and just heard it click, and door is locked. Okay, now it's locked and I can't pull it out. Unlock it, and easily removable like that just by pulling the little cord. So that is an awesome little upgrade here, and I think this is going to be living with us for foreseeable future here in the Rivian, just to have some extra storage space, especially since we don't get that glove box until the R2 comes out. So if you're interested in picking one of these up for yourself, you'll find the link in the description below, and make sure to use that to help support the channel here. All right, so we're off on our journey now. We just left Freeport. We've got about 2 hours and 20 minutes to get up to Bar Harbor, but we're actually gonna detour from here and take a little bit more scenic way. And so we're predicted to get there with 173 miles of range, which is like 55–60%. We had charged all the way up to 100, but we're already kind of burning that. We're back in conserve mode now that we're on the highway. And yeah, we'll actually probably get there with more because we'll go a way that has less mileage and be lower speed. Nice benefit here of the main highways is 70-mile-per-hour speed limits, but not great for range, so it should actually be better when we're off of here. And so we're going to be heading onto the island. It actually seems like we're not going to need to really charge before getting on there, and maybe not even while we're on there, although there is a Rivian Waypoint network with 2 L2 AC chargers on Mount Desert Island itself, just outside of Acadia, and I kind of want to check those out, but we'll see if we really need to, so that'll kind of be an option if we are desperately in need of charging while on the island, to see if it's near any hikes or something. But other than that, there's some slow charging like around Bar Harbor, and then the main option for fast charging is a Tesla that is up in Ellsworth, Maine, right before you get onto the island. But I think we're actually going to end up bypassing that entirely, because we'll have more than enough to get there, and then even on the way back, I think we'll be able to stretch it either back to this Rivian one in Freeport again if we want to do that, or potentially make it all the way down to the Rivian one in Kittery on the border between Maine and New Hampshire. So at least get to check something different out that way. But we'll kind of see. All adaptable plans for sure. And we're gonna go head up to the Travel and Lobster, which I think was closed last time when we were here.
When we were coming on, and then it was closed when we were leaving because it was so early in the morning.
Yeah, true. And so anyway, it's kind of nap time now. We've got some. Oh, already. Yeah, he's out, or she's out. I don't know all that all the way in the back.
That's what's knitting.
He's knitting. Okay. Yeah. All right. Off we go. All right, so we just drove through Wickasit, Maine here. A nice little riverside, seafoody kind of town with this big bridge going over the river here. And it's awesome, packed with all of these seafood places. So over there you've got Red's, which is pretty famous and a crazy line. And then we are over here at Sprague's, getting some lobster rolls and other stuff. And great spot here, out in the sun, beautiful day. Does not get any better than this.
17, your lobster rolls are ready.
Oh, here's the lobster rolls. Nice.
Yeah, I just ate that.
And then clam cakes, which I hope to be trying. We'll see. And we got blueberry pop. How's it, guys?
Good.
Nice. All right, we made it now to Bar Harbor. Beautiful drive and really nice going along the water there. We used up exactly 50% getting here. Oh my. And we had a hard time. The chargers that were here 2 years ago at the parking lot are not anymore. And the ones that show up on PlugShare are in like private lots and stuff, so that's kind of weird. But we should at least be okay with 50%, I suppose. And we're gonna go walk across the Bar Island thingy and do that. All right, this is the Bar Island Bridge. So it is this little bridge of land here that is only open at low tide and gets completely submerged during high tide. So you have to get all the way across to the island and back before the tide comes in, otherwise you get stuck on that island overnight. All right, look at this. Look at that. That's the time of our parking expiring. It doesn't get any better than that.
You only did 15 minutes?
I did 30.
Oh.
Yeah, so nice time in Bahaba at Atlantic Brewing Company. So we're gonna go get to our hotel now, which I was totally wrong about before. It is the Best Western. And then it's right next door to the Bahaba Lobster Pound. So we're gonna head there for dinner.
And we're each gonna have a dozen oysters and that's it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna have lobster too, but
What?
I'm gonna have lobster too, but I'm definitely having some oysters. And we also made the executive decision that we will be not only coming back to Atlantic Brewing to grab beer because we need their blueberry beer, it is, but also, what did we say we're doing?
Pretty good too.
Yeah, we're gonna get some more beer overall. No, we are also going to, we're gonna go to the Bar Harbor Oyster Company to grab ourselves some oysters on Sunday. And am I gonna get a shirt from there that I don't need? Yeah, I definitely am.
There's a shirt there that I like too.
Toots. All right, we are here now at Bar Harbor Lobster Pound. And this is a awesome spot here. I don't know how we missed this the last time we were out here, but we've got the ice cream boat. Everything's okay in there. A lot of steam coming out. And then this huge outdoor area back here. Here's where you get your lobster. And then all of these little gas warmer things, which is nice because it's still technically August, one of the last days, but it is quite cold here at night. You got cornhole for the kids. They're occupied. Tic-tac-toe and Connect 4. And then huge space out here and a little bar I didn't notice before. So we just ordered lobster, tacos, oysters, fish and chips, a hot dog, french fries. What was the other thing? Crab cakes. I think we're gonna be good. And of course they have the Atlantic blueberry beer. Yeah, very nice. And Hershey's even allowed here. This is pretty awesome, yeah. Love this setup. This is my favorite kind of thing here out at Acadia, is like being out here. It almost feels like we're camping or something.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Real estate in Bar Harbor is much more affordable than real estate in Stowe.
Might have to make some considerations here. Looking good. All right, Axel. Let's hear a review of the oysters.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Go for it.
They are really good.
Okay,
Tried it yet.
Eat it.
Wait, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good?
Yeah.
Nice. You can have more than one?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
If mommy doesn't eat all of them.
Big if. Oh man, that was good. And now, even better, we hit up the ice cream boat back there. And nobody wanted to go for what I was offering, so they're smart because they all negotiated their own things. We got the blueberry pie a la mode with blueberry ice cream. Oh my god. Maine knows how to do blueberries. Is it good?
No words.
Yeah. All right, man, was that good. Fantastic stop here at the Bar Harbor Lobster Pound. especially with the ice cream and everything, but food was really good too. All right, well with that, that is gonna be at least the first part here of our trip all the way up since we finally made it here. And hope you enjoyed our multi-day odyssey up here to Bar Harbor and Acadia. We've got lots more adventures coming up here. And then, of course, the big drive back home. We're gonna try to do it all in one day. So let's see if we make it. And the plan is absolutely to stop at the Rivian Adventure Network Charger in Kittery, Maine, at the outlets there for sure on the way back home, followed by Treehouse Brewing and such. So you don't want to miss any of that. Make sure you are subscribed. Ring that bell to not miss any of it as well.
Bye,
With
bye.
that, thanks so much for watching.
Bye bye.
We'll see you out there for another electric adventure quite soon.